कृष्ण तव पुण्यः बेभान,
कृष्ण तब पुण्यः बेभान, कृष्ण तब पुण्यः बेभान,
कृष्ण तव पुण्यः बेभान,
कृष्ण तब पुण्यः बेभान,
कृष्ण तव पुण्यः बेभान,
कृष्ण तब पुण्यः बेभान,
ए पुण्य करिबे जाबे राधा रानी खुशी हबे,
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 ध्रुवती बोली तो माता,
ध्रुवती बोली तो माता,
ध्रुवती बोली तो माता,
ध्रुवती बोली तो माता,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य बेभान,
कृष्ण तव पुण्यः बेभान,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य बेभान,
कृष्ण तव पुण्यः बेभान,
श्री सिद्धांत सरस्वती सचि सुत प्रियति,
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 कृष्ण सेवाय जा तुलना,
कृष्ण सेवाय जार तुलना,
कृष्ण सेवाय जा तुलना,
कृष्ण सेवाय जार तुलना,
से मोहंत गुरु जगते रामदेवरु,
से महंत गुरु जगते मध्यउरो,
से मोहंत गुरु जगते रामदेवरु,
से महंत गुरु जगते मध्यउरो,
कृष्ण भक्ति दे थाय थाय,
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 कृष्ण भव पुण्यः बेभान,
कृष्ण तब पुण्यः बेभान,
कृष्ण तव पुण्यः बेभान,
कृष्ण तब पुण्यः बेभान,
तर इच्छा बलवान पाश्चेते तांतान,
तार इच्छा बलवान पाश्चात्य तान तान,
कोई जाते गौरांगेरा नाम,
होई जाते गौरांगे राना,
पृथ्वीते नगरादी समुद्र नदनादी,
पृथ्वी ते नगरादी समुद्र नडनाडी,
सकले लोय कृष्ण नाम,
सकले लोय कृष्ण नाम,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य बेभान,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य बेभान,
कृष्ण तव पुण्य बेभान,
कृष्ण तब पुण्य बेभान,
ताहले आनंद होय তবে হয় দিগ্বিজয়।
তাহলে আনন্দ হয় তবে হয় দিগ্বিজয়।
তাহলে আনন্দ হয় তবে হয় দিগ্বিজয়।
তাহলে আনন্দ হয় তবে হয় দিগ্বিজয়।
চৈতন্যের কৃপা অতিশয়।
চৈতন্যের কৃপা অতিশয়।
চৈতন্যের কৃপা অতিশয়।
চৈতন্যের কৃপা অতিশয়।
মায়া দুষ্ট জট দুঃখী জগতে সবাই সুখী।
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 বৈষ্ণবেরা ইচ্ছা পূর্ণ
বৈষ্ণবেরা ইচ্ছা পূর্ণ
কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য দেবায়। কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য দেবায়। কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য দেবায়।
কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য দেবায়।
সে কার্য যে করিবারে আজ্ঞা যদি দিল মোরে।
সে কাজ করিবারে আজ্ঞা দিল মোরে।
সে কার্য যে করিবারে আজ্ঞা যদি দিল মোরে।
সে কার্য যে করিবারে আজ্ঞা যদি দিল মোরে।
যোগ্য নাহি অতি দিনাই না।
যোগ্য নাহি অতি দিনাই না।
তাই সে তোমার কৃপা মাগিতেছি অনুরূপা।
তাই সে তোমার কৃপা মাগিতেছে অনুরূপা।
তাই সে তোমার কৃপা মাগিতেছি অনুরূপা।
তাই সে তোমার কৃপা মাগিতেছে অনুরূপা।
আজ তুমি সবার প্রবীণা।
আজ তুমি সবার প্রবীণা।
আজ তুমি সবার প্রবীণা।
আজ তুমি সবার প্রবীণা।
কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য দেবায়।
কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য দেবায়।
কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য দেবায়।
কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য দেবায়।
তোমারা সে শক্তি পেলে গুরু সেবায় বস্তু মিলে।
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 জীবন সার্থক यदि हो।
জীবন সার্থক যদি हो।
জীবন সার্থক यदि हो।
জীবন সার্থক যদি हो।
সেই সে সেবা পাইলে তাহলে সুখী হলে।
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 তব সঙ্গ ভাগ্যতে মিলো।
তব সঙ্গ ভাগ্যত মিলো।
তব সঙ্গ ভাগ্যতে মিলো।
তব সঙ্গ ভাগ্যত মিলো।
কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য দেবায়।
কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য দেবায়।
কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য দেবায়।
কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য দেবায়।
তুমি মোরা চিরসাথী ভুলিয়া মায়া লাতি
তুমি মোরা চির সাথী বলিয়া মায়ার লাঠি
তুমি মোরা চিরসাথী ভুলিয়া মায়া লাতি
তুমি মোরা চির সাথী বলিয়া মায়ার লাঠি
কায়াছি জন্ম জন্মান্তরে
আছে জন্ম জন্মান্তরে
কায়াছি জন্ম জন্মান্তরে
আছে জন্ম জন্মান্তরে
আজি আজি পুনঃ সুযোগ যদি হয় যোগায়ো
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 তবে পারে তুহে মিলিবারে
তবে পারে তুমি
মিলিবারে তবে পারি তুহে মিলিবারে
তবে পারি তুহে মিলে মারে
কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য হবে ভাই কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য হবে ভাই কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য হবে ভাই কৃষ্ণ তব
পুণ্য বেবা
तुम्हारा मिलने भाई आभास सुख पाए
तुम्हारा मिलने भाई अबारा से सुखी पाए
तुम्हारा मिलने भाई आभास सुख पाए
तुम्हारा मिलने भाई अबारा से सुख पाए
गोचरने गुरी दीना बो
गोचरने गुरी दीना बो
गोचरने गुरी दीना बो
गोचरने गुरी दीना बो
कट बने छूटा छूटी बने खाए लूटा फूटी
काट बने छूटा छूटी जमने खाई लूटा पोटी
कट बने छूटा छूटी बने खाए लूटा फूटी
काटे बन छूटा छूटी बने खाए लूटा पोटी
সেই দিন কবে হবে মোর
সেই দিন কবে হবে মো
সেই দিন কবে হবে মোর
সেই দিন কবে হবে মো
কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য হবে ভাই কৃষ্ণ তব
পুণ্য হবে
কৃষ্ণ তব পুণ্য হবে ভাই কৃষ্ণ তব
পুণ্য হবে
आज से सुविधा ने तुम्हारा स्मरण बेला
आज से सुविधा ने तुम्हारा स्मरण भेला
आज से सुविधा ने तुम्हारा स्मरण बेला
आज से सुविधा ने तुम्हारा स्मरण भेला
बड़ो आशा किलाम
बरो सदा किलाम
बड़ो आशा किलाम
बरो सदा किलाम
আমি তোমার নিত্য দাস তাই করি তা
আমি তোমার নিত্য দাস তাই করি তা
আমি তোমার নিত্য দাস তাই করি তা
আমি তোমার নিত্য দাস তারি করি তা
তুমি বিনা অন্য গতি নাই
তুমি বিনা অন্য গতি না
তুমি বিনা অন্য গতি নাই
तुम बिना अन्य गति ना
Krishna tava punya bebhai, Krishna tava punya bebhai, Krishna tava punya bebhai, Krishna tava punya bebhai,
Krishna tava punya bebhai, Krishna tava punya bebhai,
Krishna tava punya bebhai,
Krishna tava punya bebhai.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev Prabhupada, Gurudev Prabhupada.
Jai Jai Gurudev Prabhupada, Gurudev Prabhupada.
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunda Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunda Bihari. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Jamuna Tira Banachari. Jamuna Tira Banachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunda Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Jamuna Tira Banachari. यमुना तीरा बनसारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य भक्तिवेदांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी भगवान की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण भोग गोपनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीप धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। जमुना माई की जय। देव द्वारका धाम की जय। स्वामी तो भक्तविंद की जय। और ग्लोरी टू द और ग्लोरी टू द थैंक यू वेरी मच।
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमती डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ISKCON फाउंडर आचार्य BBT फाउंडर आचार्य सेवियर ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड विश्व गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय। वृंद देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, 7th chapter, titled Knowledge of the Absolute, text number 1. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Mayi Asakta Manaha Partha Maya Sakta Manaf Partha Yogam Yunjan Matashrayah Yogam Yunjan Madashrayah Asamshayam Samagram Mam Asamshayam Samagram Mam Yatha Jnasyasi Tat Shrunu Yatha Jnasyasi Tat Shrunu Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Saktamanav Partha Yogam Yunjan Madashrayah Asamshayam Samagram Mam Yatha Jnasyasi Tat Shrunu. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Saktamanav Madashrayah Yatha Jnasyasi Tat Shrunu. Samshayam Samagram Mam Virtual meaning. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, the Supreme Lord said, Mai, unto me, Asakta Manaha, mind attached, Partha, O son of Pritha, Yogam, self-realization, Yunjan, so practicing, Mat Ashrayah, in consciousness of me, Krishna consciousness, Asamshayam, without doubt, Samagram, completely. Mam, unto me. Yatha, as much as. Jnasesi, you can know. Tat, that. Shrunu, try to hear. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Now hear, O son of Pritha, Arjuna, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. Please repeat this translation. Now hear, O son of Pritha, Arjuna, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. In this 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the nature of Krishna consciousness is fully described. Krishna is full in all opulences, and how he manifests such opulences is described herein. Also, 4 kinds of fortunate people who become attached to Krishna and 4 kinds of unfortunate people who never take to Krishna are described in this chapter. In the first 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, the living entity has been described as non-material spirit soul, which is capable of elevating himself to self-realization by different types of yogas. At the end of the 6th chapter, it has been clearly stated that the steady concentration of the mind upon Krishna, or in other words, Krishna consciousness, is the highest form of all yoga. By concentrating one's mind upon Krishna, one is able to know the absolute truth completely, but not otherwise. Impersonal Brahmajyoti or localized Paramatma realization is not perfect knowledge of the absolute truth because it is partial. Full and scientific knowledge is Krishna, and everything is revealed to the person in Krishna consciousness. In complete Krishna consciousness, one knows that Krishna is ultimate knowledge beyond any doubts. Different types of yoga are only stepping stones on the path of Krishna consciousness. One who takes directly to Krishna consciousness automatically knows about Brahma Jyoti and Paramatma in full. By practice of Krishna consciousness yoga, one can know everything in full, namely the absolute truth, the living entities, the material nature and their manifestations with paraphernalia. One should therefore begin yoga practice as directed in the last verse of the 6th chapter. Concentration of the mind upon Krishna, the Supreme, is made possible by prescribed devotional service in 9 different forms, of which Shravanam is the first and most important. The Lord therefore says to Arjuna, Tat Shrunu, or hear from me. No one can be a greater authority than Krishna, and therefore by hearing from him one receives the greatest opportunity for progress in Krishna consciousness. One has therefore to learn from Krishna directly, or from a pure devotee of Krishna, and not from a non-devotee upstart puffed up with academic education. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, this process of understanding Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Absolute Truth, is described in the 2nd chapter of the 1st canto as follows. Shrinvatam swakatam Krishna punya shravana kirtanaha hridyantasto abhadrani vidhunoti surat satam. नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी तदा रजस्तमो भावा कामलोभादयश्चये चेत एतैरनाविद्धं स्थितं सत्त्वे प्रसीदति एवं प्रसन्न मनसो भगवद्भक्ति योगतः भगवत्तत्त्वविज्ञानं मुक्तसंगस्य जायते विद्यते हृदय ग्रंथिश्चिद्यन्ते सर्व संशयाः क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि दृष्ट एवात्मनीश्वरे. To hear about Krishna from Vedic literatures or to hear from him directly through the Bhagavad Gita is itself righteous activity. And for one who hears about Krishna, Lord Krishna, who is dwelling in everyone's heart, acts as a best wishing friend and purifies the devotee who constantly engages in hearing of him. In this way, a devotee naturally develops his dormant transcendental knowledge. As he hears more about Krishna from the Bhagavatam, and from the devotees, he becomes fixed in the devotional service of the Lord. By development of devotional service, one becomes freed from the modes of passion and ignorance, and thus material lusts and avarice are diminished. When these impurities are wiped away, the candidate remains steady in his position of pure goodness, becomes enlivened by devotional service, and understands the signs of God perfectly. Thus, Bhakti Yoga severs the hard knot of material affection and enables one to come at once to the stage of asamshayam samagram, understanding of the Supreme Absolute Truth, Personality of Godhead. Therefore, only by hearing from Krishna or from his devotee in Krishna consciousness can one understand the science of Krishna. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada.
मय्यासक्त मना पार्थ जुगं जुन्यन मदाश्रय असंशयं समग्रं माम यथा घैषसि तच्छिनो. So, by the end of the 6th chapter, Krishna has explained the Ashtanga Yoga Siddhi. Ashtanga Yoga Siddhi, that Yoginam api sarvesam antata antaratmana. Always who is thinking of Krishna within himself, Saddhavan, with faith and knowledge, he is first class yogi. So, how this first class yoga system helped me? Because the other yoga system, they will disagree that simply by thinking of Krishna within one's heart, how one becomes perfect. That is explained from the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. How simply by understanding Krishna, you become well aware of everything. This yoga system. In the Vedas also it is stated, Jasmin vijñāte sarvametam vijñātam bhavanti. If you simply understand Krishna, then you know everything. Krishna is the root of everything. Therefore Krishna says, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. We should always remember that this Bhagavad Gita is being spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, no more better authority. And God is speaking about himself. Otherwise, by speculation you cannot understand God. That is not possible. You have to hear from God himself about God. Athapi te deva padam bhujaddayam prasada leshanugrhita evahi janati tattam na charna ekopi chirang vichinna. A person who has got little favor, athapi te deva padam, little favor from the lotus feet of your Lordship, he janati tattam, he knows what is tattva, what is absolute truth. Athapi te deva padam bhujaddayam prasada lesha, little favor, not all. Prasada leshanugrhita eva hi janati tattam na cha anya chirang vichinnan. Others may go on speculating for years and years. It is not possible to understand. And similarly, in the Brahma Samhita, another Vedic literature, it is said, Panthastu kuti satavatsa sampragamya vayurathapi manaso munipungavana. Munipungavana, great saintly person, sages, if they travel for millions of years, Panthastu koti satavasa. Koti again multiplied by hundreds and hundreds. Vayu rathapi, on the airplane of air, not this metal airplane, it is actually airplane, or by the airplane of mind. Mind speed we know. Mind can run within a second many thousands of miles, immediately. Suppose I am sitting here, so I have got my apartment in Los Angeles, 10,000 miles away. I can immediately. This is called mind speed. So with the mind speed, with the velocity of air, if one runs on to find out the Krishna planet or Krishna, still avichinta tatte, still it is inconceivable tattva. Panthasu kuti satavassa sampragamma vayu rathapi manasu munipungavana sapastija prapadasim na avichinta tatte govindamadi purusam tamahang bhajami. Govinda is very, very difficult to understand by mental speculation. Philosophical thesis. Philosophical thesis, speculation without religion is simply waste of time. And religion without philosophical basis is sentiment. They must be combined together. So Bhagavad Gita is that. Religion combined with philosophy. If you simply take philosophy, it is dry speculation. No juice. Charbita charbanana, chewing the chewed. There is no benefit. And if you simply take religion without basis of philosophy, then it is fanaticism. That's all. So both should be combined. Religion based on philosophy and logic. That is religion. So that combination is Bhagavad Gita. So here, in the 7th chapter beginning, opening chapter, it is said, Bhagavan Uvacha. You are searching after God. Now here is God himself speaking. So recognize God by all sages, Vyasdev, Narad, Asita, and later on by Ramanujarya, by Shankaracharya, by Madhacharya, by Vishnu Swami, by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then our Guru Maharaj. So our method is very simple. Evam parampara praptam imam rajasayo vidu. So we accept this parampara system. I may not know what is God, but because my predecessors, acharyas, confirm it, the here is Bhagavan. We accept it, that's all. We save so much trouble by mental speculation. We accept the parampara system, therefore, and we get the result. So, that is the way. Now here, not only the parampara system begins from Krishna. As Krishna says in the 4th chapter, Imam vivasati yugam praktaman aham abhyam. I spoke first to the sun god. It is not said first. Many times he has said to many predominating deities. But in this era, this is called the age of Vaivasvata Manu. There are 14 Manus in one day of Brahma. So Vaivasvata Mano is the eighth Mano. That means we are passing through the midday of this era, Manvantara. There is um, 14 monos in one day of Brahma, and this era is called Vaivasvata Mano, because he is the son of Vivasvan. And that Vivasvan is given reference in the fourth chapter, Imam Vivasvati Jugam Praktavana Hamabhyam. So if you simply calculate the age of Mano, it becomes 40 millions of years. So Bhagavad Gita is not a new thesis. It is coming from time immemorial. So Krishna is the original preceptor. So here Krishna again, personally speaking, the authority, personally, out of compassion and friendship, love to Arjuna, he is speaking directly to Arjuna. And Arjuna understood him, the Supreme Personality of God. Parabrahma, Paramdhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan. Purusham. Purusham. Purusham means person. It is not imperson. Imperson is the another feature of the person. Brahmana aham pratishtha, Krishna says. That the Brahma Jyoti, impersonal Brahma, that is situated upon me. Aham pratishtha. Just like we are sitting on this platform, this is pratishtha. Similarly, the Brahma Jyoti is situated on the person of Krishna. The person is the ultimate understanding of the absolute truth, not the impersonal feature. That is preliminary understanding or imperfect understanding. There is Brahma Jyoti. Just like we are experiencing the sunshine. The sunshine is also experience of the sun God, but it is imperfect understanding. It is not perfect understanding. If you want to understand the sun God, then you have to penetrate through the sunshine and reach the sun planet, and then if you are able to see the predominating deity of the sun planet, whose name is Vishwa. Similarly, the whole material creation is a part of the Brahma Jyoti. Sarvam idam khalu Brahma. So, you have to penetrate. In the Ishopanishad, it is said that it is requesting that you kindly wind up your Brahma Jyoti so I can see your face rightly. So ultimately there is person. Tattavas vadanti tat tattavidas satyam jad jnanam adhyam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti sabdat. This is the version of Srimad Bhagavad. The Brahma realization is for the persons who are trying to understand the absolute truth by philosophical speculation. That is the understanding. Similarly, the localized Paramatma feature is realized by the yogis. Dhyanavasthitina tadgatina manasa pasyanti jam yogi. And the devotees, they realize directly the Supreme Personality of God, Bhagavan, Saraisarja Bhagavan. with full richness, full reputation, full strength, full knowledge, full renunciation. This is the meaning of Bhagavan. I have already explained. So that Bhagavan is speaking. The Maya Sakta Mana Prarth, those who have developed attachment for me, Maya Sakta, only attached to Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness, always thinking of Krishna. Maya Sakta Mana Prartha Yogam Junjan Madasraya. This is yoga. It is already explained by the end of the 6th chapter. Yoginam api sarvesam madgata antanatma. One who has developed attachment for Krishna, he has come to perfection simply by developing. And this development of attachment is possible by this archan vidhi. Just like rising early in the morning, offering Mangalarati, then changing the dress, garlanding, dressing, so many things. From morning 4 to up to night at 10 o'clock, there is program. That is real temple worship. Not that the temple is closed whole day and night and the pujari goes for 5 minutes and bells is again closed. No, there is system. Sri Vigraharadhana Nityanana Singaratan Mandiramarjanado. So many activities in temple worship. So for the Kanishtadhikari, neophytes, those who are serious to awaken his attachment for Krishna, they must take to this Archan Marg. This is called Archan Marg, temple worship. Everyone can establish a small temple in his house, and he can begin family-wise, himself, his wife, his children. That is what this Krishna consciousness movement wants to see, that every house has become a temple of Krishna. That is our program. Maya Sakta, just to increase the attachment for Krishna. That is needed, especially for the grihasthas. For the householders, still in India, there are many respectable families. They are maintaining a small temple. Therefore Krishna said, Suchirang simatangehi yoga bhrashta sanjayat. Yoga bhrashta. This yogam junyan madasraya. This bhakti yoga. One who could not finish the 100% bhakti yoga in one life, at least he is guaranteed to have next life as a human being. Because Krishna says, Suchinang simatangihi yoga bhrashta sanjaya. Suchinang. Suchinang means first class Brahmana, Vaishnava. They are called Suchi. The Suchi, just the opposite word is Muchi. Muchi means most nasty habit, and Suchi means most clean habit. So, one poet said, যে সূচি হয়ে মুচি হয় যদি কৃষ্ণ ত্যাজে, মুচি হয়ে সূচি হয় যদি কৃষ্ণ ভজে. If one becomes Krishna conscious, even though he is born in the family of Muchi, he becomes Suchi. And even though one is born in the family of Suchi, Brahmana, if he rejects Krishna, he becomes Muchi. The Suchi hoye Muchi hoy, Jodi Krishna bhaje, and Suchi hoye Muchi hoy, Jodi Krishna bhaje. This is the. So, the highest perfection of life is to awaken our dormant Krishna consciousness. That is higher perspective. Everyone has got Krishna consciousness dormant. It is covered by the influence of Maya. By the influence of Maya. That is also stated in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Yeah. Nitya Siddha Krishna Bhakti Sadha Kobhu Noy Sravanadi Shuddha Chitte Karayuda. Nitya Siddha Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and we are all part and parcel of Krishna. So therefore our relationship with Krishna is natural. It is natural. Just like my part and parcel of the finger. So without finger my body is imperfect. Finger must be. So the existence of finger with this body, it is natural. Similarly, to remain with Krishna, that is our natural position, constitutional position. Remain with Krishna as cowherd boy, as gopi, as Krishna's father, Krishna's mother, Krishna's servant, Krishna's trees, Krishna's jauna, Krishna's flower, Krishna's Vrindavan land. Remain with Krishna in any form if like. Shanta, Dasya, Sokha, Vatsalya, Madhurya. In any mela, humor, you can remain with Krishna. That is our natural position. But when we try to imitate Krishna, to become an imitation Krishna, just like there are so many persons, they say, I am Krishna. This is Maya. Immediately, because we are trying to forget Krishna, our relationship with Krishna, immediately Maya captures. Krishna bhuliya jeev bhagavancha kare, pasete maya tare japotiya dhare. As soon as we desire to forget Krishna or to rebel against Krishna, so why I shall serve Krishna? I am Krishna. Immediately Maya is there. Side by side. Krishna is there. Apasat Purusham Purnam Mayancha Jad Apasrayam. When Vyasdev, after getting instruction from Narada, he wanted to write Srimad Bhagavatam. So he first of all meditated. Bhakti Yogena Manasi Apasat Purusham Purnam Mayancha Jad Apasrayam. He saw both Krishna and his illusory energy. Apasrayam on the backside. So Krishna is never influenced by the illusory energy, Maya. We become and influenced by the Maya. Krishna, just like the cloud cannot cover the sun. It is our eyes which are covered by the cloud. We say that nowadays sun is covered by the cloud. No, that is not the fact. Sun is very, very big. Sun cannot be covered by cloud. It is our eyes which are covered by the cloud. Similarly, Maya, we are teeny, part and parcel of Krishna. Therefore, we are covered by Maya. Sometimes, not always. Krishna, when we forget Krishna. Krishna bhuliya ji bhagavancha kare, pasete maya tare japotiya. As soon as we try to forget Krishna, immediately Maya is there. Therefore, the reversing process, if we want to go back again to Krishna, then Daivi Jesa Gunamai Mama Maya Durattaya. You cannot go back to home, back to Godhead by your own speculation. That is not possible. Chiranga vichinna, You can go on speculating to become one with God. That is another thing. But if you actually want to know God and see God, then as Krishna says, Mameva ja prapadante mayamidang tarantite. Simply surrender to Krishna and Maya will give you no more trouble. You can see Krishna. This is the process. Therefore, Krishna says, Maya Saktamana Prat, Yogam. This is yoga system. It's called Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga system. So a neophyte devotee should be engaged in temple worship. But if he does not make further improvement, if he sticks to the simply temple worship, then he remains a Kanishtadikar, lower standard devotee. Lower standard devotee. But one has to become first standard devotee. At least one must have first standard devotee is very high position, spiritual position. But at least we must come to the second standard. The lower standard is Archayang eva harai jap pujang suddhaya hati natat bhakteshu charneshu sabhakta prakita smritaha. Archa, this Archa Vigraha, deity, Krishna, Archayang eva harai, the deity of Krishna. Jap pujang suddhaya ihati, with great devotion and according to the rules and regulation, if one performs, that is very nice. But if he does not improve, natat bhakteshu charneshu, he does not become knowable to the devotees and other persons, then he remains a Kanishtadikari, Sabhakta Prakita. Prakita means in the material platform. He does not actually promote it to the spiritual platform. If he simply remains. Therefore, along with the worship of Krishna in the temple, these hearings should be Savanam Kirtan, just like we are doing. We do not engage only the devotees to the temple worship, but there must be program for hearing Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, the science of God. Otherwise, after some time, simply if you ring the bell, after some you will be disgusted and the whole thing will be lost, as it has become now in India. There was no instruction about Krishna consciousness. They simply attached to the temple and belling, and now it is down. Zero. Devotion is zero. So two things must go on. Parallel. Then if two things must go, then you are promoted to the second platform. Madhyamadikari. Madhyamadikari means at that time he sees four things. Ishara tadadhineshu balisheshu disassu cha prema maitri kripa pekha ja karati sa madhyam. Madhyama. Ishara, by Archan Vidhi, he understands Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God, by this process, by the regulative process, by the instruction of the spiritual master, by the regulative principle set up in the Bhakti Shastras, just like Narad Pancharatra, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. There are many. So at that time, if one comes from the lower platform to the, of course we must know that any devotee, either in the lower platform or in the second platform or in the first platform, they are to be considered as devotees. Not that because one is in the material platform, he is not devout. He is also devout. But he has to improve. The improvement means he must know what is Krishna. Simply, if he remains attached to the temple worship and does not try to understand who is a Krishna devotee and how he has to deal with others, natat bhakteshu charneshu, we have got some duty to others. This is preaching work. This is preaching work. One should not be satisfied simply by worshipping in the temple. Then he will remain a neophyte. He must become a preacher, Krishna consciousness. Then he comes to the second class.